Like you said, Jay, you played the beta. I did too.
Yeah.
So this is like my new crack right now.
You know, it definitely has that factor where we're all chasing the loot, trying to get better weapons, trying to we're racing each other to give civilians in need a med kit so that we can get whatever gifts that they give us.
Clothes.
Yeah, so
I think, Jay, it's more loot based than an actual like high end shooter.
yeah, but the
But
shooting
Destiny-
itself is not bad either.
Yeah, where Destiny was more of a shooter, even though I mean it's not really. It's hard to compare it because you're dealing first person and third person.
Mm-hmm.
But like mechanic wise, it feels a lot like Uncharted, Metal Gear Solid, and of
Mhm.
course, Gears. And I'll mix that up with Destiny. So if you took those 4 games and kind of like wanted to make a Frankenstein, that's what this is.
Yeah, you can tell they pulled from other games. They looked
Yeah.
at Gears cover system. They looked at Destiny's loot system. You know, they pulled from all of them, and they actually, you know, take the best from this one, best from that one, best from this one. It's kind of hard to go wrong with it.
Does loot drop from enemies?
Yes.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
Pretty straight up. Can you just open world it, or do you have to follow a narrative?
No, you can roam around, do whatever the hell you want, or you can follow a story. You have side missions. or you
What's
can
the
go to
fastest
dark-
way to level?
Hang out with me.
Hang out with people that are higher
If you get an
level.
invite,
Hang
Oh.
out with me, bro. I'll protect you.
It's-
Stay behind me.
You can drop into their world, dude. Just look at the
Mhm.
bring up your map, and you'll see the orange dots moving around. That's
is
all
it
your
like
friends.
Borderlands? If you
shit.
kill somebody, I get points too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I can
Eric
just hang
was
in the back.
Whole time.
Eric was in my game, and he couldn't even see the level of the enemies.
Yeah. If they're 5 levels
Same
higher
thing,
than
remember-
you are,
remember
it
Golf?
doesn't show a number.
Remember, you
Oh,
kept
yeah.
asking me, Golf, what
That's right. That's
what
right.
are they? What are they? I'm like, I don't know. I don't see
And are
nothing.
the
Power
enemies
missile is
are the
awesome.
enemies epic, or is it like just fodder?
Well, this is
That's
the
suck.
problem. If you face an enemy that's high level and they rush you with a shotgun, you're done. You're done. But if you're the same level as them, it's a close fight.
And who's
Yeah.
the enemy?
There's different factions.
Different
There's,
factions,
The
looters.
cleaners.
And
There's,
other
like-
players too, right? Like it's other players.
Well, that's only in the dark zone.
Dark zones. All right.
Yeah, the dark zone is a separate part of the map. It's
Central
where
Park, basically.
It's where the PvP happens, and you have to worry
Central
about
Park?
bots.
Nice.
You have to worry about bots. You got to
Uh-huh.
worry about friendlies, and you got to worry about guys that went rogue.
Everybody's marked, like you can tell who's who, or is it
Yeah,
just...
if they have a red skull above their name and it shows up on the map, they're rogue. That means they killed a friendly.
On
Okay.
purpose, yeah.
So,
And if-
And the only way you can get loot out of the dark zone is you got to call in a helicopter, and then like evacuate your loot.
Mm.
I've been coming across people that are pretty cool actually in the dark zone. Like, you know, you'll run up to an extraction point, you'll fire your flare, and then they'll just the guys will come out of the woodwork, right? You work together. You know, I find that if you give respect, you get respect. Like if another random player gets downed, if you go revive him, 9 times out of 10 that dude's not gonna stab you in the back when the helicopter
Yeah.
comes.
I noticed in the beginning it was more of anarchy, but since I ranked up, I just think maybe the players take it more serious, and it's not you're out there fighting against vandals and scumbags. I mean, you will. I mean, I guess it depends on who you come up across, but what makes that? I mean, that's like a new element that we haven't had in a multiplayer as far as a third-person shooter goes. We kind of had it in Dark Souls, but this just takes it to the next level, man.
Huh.
so
Friend or foe at any moment type of thing.
Yeah, like just say you
Yeah.
down an enemy and you get a weapon that's really good. Okay, you got to evacuate it out. But if another player kills you, he takes your shit.
and then somebody could kill him, and they take it. And,
Yeah,
Oh,
but
so wait,
then
you can lose your
but
gear?
then- no,
Yes.
you lose it temporarily. Now you can go back into the world, and there'll be an X where you died. You just go back and pick up your drop package, and then you got
If-
it again.
If they haven't picked it up. There's 2 separate parts of the drops. If you notice, when you get killed, there's a public drop and a private drop. If you lose your public drop, it's free for anybody to pick up. Like if you have, say, you find a really nice purple rifle in there, and you get killed, it drops. Anybody on the map can see that purple.
Mhm.
It's like a flare that sticks up, right? And they can just run over there and grab it. But if it's a private drop, only you can see it. So your gear is there, but you got to make it back over there and pick
You
it
gotta,
up.
yeah. That's like,
Well, what?
Couldn't you like
How
pick
do
it
you
up
get?
and
How do you get a
disconnect?
private drop, and how does that happen?
It's just a roll of the dice, dude. If you look on there, it'll be on the left hand side. If you got 7 things, you'll lose 3 of them private, and then 4 of them public, or
But
vice
do you
versa.
lose everything? Because it's like, how am I supposed to fight my way back to the thing when I just lost all my weapons
You don't lose any of the stuff you bring in there with you. It's anything
Okay.
you pick up in there, you lose.
in that? All right.
Yeah.
And it's a process to get out. You can't just jump out.
Is it class based or?
Yes. Let me answer soldiers first. Soldier, if I have 7 pieces of gear on me that's contaminated, it has to be extracted out so it can be cleaned and put into your inventory. I can't go through the dark zone exit with the contaminated gear. It won't let you go
Gotcha.
out the door. You can go in there and refill your ammo and come back out, but you can't actually. It's like a hallway. You go in one side and out the other to get back out into the regular world. So that's that. And Neff, there's different parts of the dark zone. There's dark zone 1, 2, 3, and 4. Dark zone 1 is players levels 1 through 14. Dark zone 2 is 14 through 19. 3 is like 19 through 25, and 5 is like 25 through 30.
But are there classes like scout, tank?
I
No,
think it's like
yes,
medic,
you
right?
are.
Medic, security, and
it's how you can turn your guy into anything you
Also,
want.
like Skyrim, but you can create a specific unique class. Is what
Yeah,
Yes.
there's an engineer class, a med class, and more like a enforcer class, a police class.
Yeah, and when you pick up your gear, say you pick up your gear and it runs your armor up higher, but it may lower your health.
Right.
And you have those three heals, the 3 specs to deal with. So you go, I want more health, so I'm going to throw this one away.
Also,
You
you
know,
create your own. So you can like gear up specifically for damage.
Yeah, you
Yes.
can customize.
Ah, see, that's what I'm talking about.
Now, I'll say this, compared to Destiny, this is a lot more complicated, I think.
I ain't worried about that. I play
It
MMOs,
helps
bro.
me
Don't worry
because
about
I've played Destiny before, but I think for people getting into this type of game, which is an MMO light, I guess you can officially call it that, it might be intimidating.
it. I'll
because
eat that up.
The
Just to
shit
be
that
sure.
I'm learning is from people telling me stuff. It's
Yeah, there's certain
it's a
things
trial
I
and
still
error.
don't know. I still don't know what
yeah,
it's
what
for.
are those
Dang,
keys
man.
for, dude? What are those keys for from Dark Zone?
they're to unlock chests in the dark zone.
some chests are locked, yeah.
But you still have to extract that shit, right?
Yes.
Never come
Yeah,
back.
if you die in the dark zone, you lose your key.
Yeah, you can drop your key. But
And
see,
there's no microtransactions either, right? Or there's
No.
that coming.
no, just uniforms. That's it. You can buy an army uniform or marine uniform, spec ops and stuff like that. Those are the DLC that for cost. But they said no microtransactions.
I mean, the way it's different from Destiny is you can't level up guns, you can't level up fucking clothes.
Your guns level up.
They
They
do?
level up with you.
yeah, with you
Oh,
in
word?
game, you can't
Oh,
just
nice.
go buy
Mm.
stuff and level it up.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
so
bought-
you
I
can
bought a
walk around
level-
with the same gun that you've got like a level 5 and carry it all the way to max level.
Yeah, Neff. I bought a
Oh, that's
level
fucking
15
badass.
M1 or M4, and I used it since I don't know 5 ranks. I went up 5
wow.
ranks using it.
Do
but
they
I've
have
seen
guns that are like
guns-
close quarters? Like they have like
Yeah.
you know how, like,
And
Oh,
you got
yeah,
shotguns, pistols,
My
AR.
my handgun is a double sawed-off shotgun.
oh, word.
So
Are there
And that goes
stealthy?
up as
Are there
you level
stealthy components? Like, can you play stealth?
No.
no.
And I was
Well-
talking to Derek about that. I wish you kind of could.
Yeah, like camouflage. You know.
You can in the dark zone if you're running 4 people and one of them has the cloak. If you can send out a pulse, right? Like you can scan for enemies with this pulse. Well, as you level it up, you can actually send out a pulse that will render your team immune from other pulses, so you're effectively off the map.
Right. So you could just hide behind.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you,
That's
you know,
cool.
you know, make your way around cover, but there's no like optical.
So there's a lot of depth to this game, from what I'm
Yeah.
And some of those layers are not necessary though. There's like a lot of like you can level up the hospital and you have to go collect fucking shit for it to just
Yeah.
buy shit. There's a lot of layers to it. It's really deep, but some of them feel unnecessary, like unnecessary layers.
Well, that's MMO right there. Like MMO, because that stuff is optional. You don't have to level up the hospital to level up your character. But if you,
You
want,
kind of do though.
a word.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
it
because
You
unlocks
just got to
different
pick what
perks
order
and
you want to
everything.
do it. For instance,
Yeah.
I'm doing all the security stuff first. Then
Yeah.
I'll do the hospital. Then I'll do the other thing.
Like if you level up the hospital, you have these contamination filters, right? And you start off with the filter level 1. And you can only go into contaminated areas that are marked for the right filter that you have. So, like, if you go into a contamination level 3 and you have another level 1 filter, you're going to choke and die, and die inside
Wow.
there. And yeah,
Well, that's involved.
Yeah,
so,
and
yeah.
those layers unlock perks too, right? Is that
Yes.
what you're talking about?
yeah. So, like, if you level up your hospital, it levels up your filters, and then you get like a health box you can throw down that not only gives you health as you're standing in the big green circle, but it also renews your ammo while you're standing in there.
What
too.
if I just want to like shoot shit all day? Is that a viable
Yeah, you can.
thing?
Free roam.
You can beast it. Yeah, you can just
That's
run
what
through
I'm
there and
doing
shoot
now.
whatever.
Yeah, you
Shoot.
could just run around shooting enemies,
I wanna
being
be like
freaking.
That's basically what I'm doing
enforced.
until
I want to be the anarchist I always wish I could be.
Yeah, that's what I did till 4 something in the morning, just running around doing side quests, shooting people that were
Side quest is like anywhere you go, you can find a side quest.
basically, yeah.
You have to go read a situation board, and it pops up your map.
Or like a
One
bounty,
page
like a
map.
bounty board.
Yeah, and then you go around looking at all the incidents. But the thing is, like, this game has so many layers. Like I was saying, like, I basically spend my time running around shooting shit, just trying to level up, and not really paying attention to all the perks, all the different shit it has, until it runs you through a tutorial and explains shit to you. You know?
Yeah. But
Jay,
that's
can we
MMO
switch
right
gears? Can we switch and talk about technically, visually,
Okay,
performance-wise,
yeah.
online?
Yeah, good.
Okay, visually, I think it's one of the best-looking games this gen.
Oh, I think it's the best looking game.
It doesn't look
Really?
as good. It doesn't look as good as at 2013 or 2014
Oh, no way, no way.
E3
Yeah.
demo. I mean, that was fucking nuts.
That
But
dude, that was
visually, it's impressive. The
a
weather
dual
effect-
Titan computer running that shit at E3.
You gotta stop doing that shit, though.
Yeah, they
It
do.
sets
That's
false
fucking
expectations.
lame.
Yeah, well, that's they call it the target, and then of course that gives them room to say, well, that was our target, but of course because we had to sacrifice certain things, you know, blah blah blah, hardware limitation, but that's how you get people talking. But
Yeah, it's 1080p, 30 frames a second, I believe, on both the Xbox One and PS4. I heard the Xbox One doesn't look as good as PS4. Even
It
they
uses
both-
the
Here we
same
go.
shit that Halo did. It uses the deferred rendering or whatever. What was that
oh,
soldier
okay, so
where
whatever's up front.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
walk to a fire disappears.
on here? This game renders fire the best I've seen in a game. Like it's there. It stays there. You can get right up to it. It looks real. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
depending on the weather, for instance, if it's really snowing hard and the visibility is poor, it almost looks hyper realistic. Like
I
it's
could
crazy.
imagine on PC. You know,
It's crazy
like on
how
4K.
insane it looks. At
Yeah, it
times.
does look good, you know, considering that there's that target that we were just talking about. But
Yeah. You know,
you're
there's a lot
right.
of
Certain things
particles.
look fantastic. The snow, when it starts snowing and you can't see what's in front of you, and it of course, there are certain sacrifices in the surrounding areas that don't look as high res. But what's important does look great.
Well,
Yeah.
We can nitpick, but that goes for any.
there is some
game.
texture pop in. I'm sure they'll address it in a patch because the
Rare,
textures
though.
load in slowly sometimes.
Mhm.
But I like it the most because this raises the bar for every other game. There's no more excuses. Well, it's hard to develop for. Well, Ubisoft did it, so you can do it.
Yeah, they
you know.
postponed the hell out of this. And
I know,
Derek, I got a
Rightfully-
question for
yeah,
you.
and
Yeah.
it worked.
Because you jumped in my game, we were talking, and you said,
Wait, are
this
you
is-
moving on from the visuals? Because I was going to say something on the visuals.
Go
No,
ahead.
good.
No, I was going to say because you guys seem to be loving it, but I think I'm in the minority because I don't think they look all that great. The environments have been really drawn out, really good. Like there's areas in the maps. The maps are really large. Like you go into a building, you can explore the shit out of a building. There's nothing to find really, but
Yeah.
it seems like everything's been. There's been a lot of attention to the detail paid. You know, you can go down corridors that lead to nowhere. You can go down, other areas that have been completely drawn out, but there's nothing to do in there. And it feels like a big empty world to me a little bit right now. But I still think Destiny looks better than this game.
I heard somewhere, Soldier, that like 60% of all the buildings are rendered inside, but they're going to open them and close them depending on, because there's supposed to be weekly stuff going on. There's supposed to be raids coming later. There's all kinds of stuff like that. Because
Oh, there's no raids yet? There's no endgame raid?
No.
some of the buildings you can shoot through the front window and the window will collapse and fall down, like the glass breaks and falls. And you can see there's a rendered interior in there, but there's no physical way into the building. So why would they waste the time to render a building inside with full detail if they're never going to use it?
They use a new technology from what I remember, right? They were scanning the shit out of stuff with, like they were going in and scanning in subways and
Yeah, with that laser scanner thing?
yeah. So
Oh, they were
you can-
3D scanning
That's what it was.
subways. Wow.
Yeah.
That's
doing all
new
kinds of
technology. That's definitely new technology.
It's
But
pretty
I wanna-
interactive. Yeah, with the world, like you can shoot a lamp off of a desk. You can knock a monitor over. You can shoot windows out; they break. Bottles on the shelf break. It's not like you can knock over chairs and boxes and stuff. It's not like some games that look really good, but everything's almost basically
Well,
pre-rendered.
Derek, you were talking about that. Remember, that was one of your complaints about this gen so far, that you expected everything to be interactive, to interact with everything that's around the room.
Yeah, like if there's a guitar on the couch, if you melee it, it'll fall over, make noise, or stuff like that. It's just the little
They
details.
found a way to compress all that data to make it not take up as much space because they did some cool shit with that.
And plus, it's not on last generation hardware, so they were able to focus on today's consoles and, of course, the PC. PC, you can have a bigger machine and have a better experience. Well, not a better experience, because it's going to be basically the same, but it'll look better, of course. But
I want to go back to my question for Derek. You jumped in my game, and you're like, "Oh, this is doing what Destiny couldn't do, or what should have did," and I just want to know what that means.
It's got that fun factor to it. Like Destiny started to become.
Well, then that's personal opinion.
Yeah.
Destiny got really old really fast.
Derek's a
dude.
Destiny hater, bro. That's just
Yeah, but the thing is, though, Derek, this can be just as repetitive and boring as Destiny. This is new hotness.
I know, but
I agree
it was
with
more like on Destiny. The world was pretty flat and static. It didn't move. Like you felt like you were, it was painting. You're walking.
Well, you're more
around
on rails, from what I'm hearing from you guys. It's like more on rails on Destiny than you
But
are here.
like Jay
'Cause
said,
you can free roam here.
Yeah,
No, you're not on rails on Destiny at all.
To a degree, you are. It's not like there's certain mountains you can't really fuck with. There's certain patches that seem like
Same
you
thing
go
here.
Same thing with
They use contamination, dude, to keep you away.
alright, fair enough.
Yeah, put it this way, Neff. I was disappointed I couldn't go to Alphabet City in the Division. Like, it stops
Want to hang
at
out?
around 20-something Street.
Jay,
It
just real
stops at the
quick,
Flatiron?
What was that?
It stops at the Flatiron?
Yeah, Flatiron.
Around there, yeah.
I was gonna say, Jay, real quick. I just wanted to talk about the marketing about this game a little bit because I think this game probably has some of the worst marketing ever.
Yeah.
Like for example, like the Division, the game. So for some reason, I thought there was zombies in the games. There's absolutely no fucking zombies. I thought it was the end of the world game. It's not. It's just the end of New York. And
It's smallpox.
yeah, and basically the Division, they're talking about. I think this is why you're confusing it with the Order because they're talking about a kind of subgroup of like elite super soldiers, and they're called the Division. Whereas I thought it was some kind of division between like the rich and the poor, or I don't know what I was thinking. But this game was completely marketed all jacked up because like when I started playing it, it was nothing from what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, you were thinking it was going to be post-apocalyptic.
Exactly. Like
It has elements of that, though.
It does absolutely, but when I found out the Division meant that I was like a super secret soldier from a secret society or whatever, it was like, oh, so this is what they meant by the Division,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, it's very adult. Especially if you go watch the playbacks of the surveillance, the videos where people are killed, innocent civilians, and police officers are being murdered. It's dark.
I saw the one. I saw the one with the.
I love.
Did you see the one with the police? The patrol car was looking. For the other guys, and like, oh, we see the van, and all of a sudden the body falls. But I'm not gonna spoil it.
That's Homefront.
Yeah,
That's Homefront style. Homefront.
Yeah, Homefront was
way
Homefront started that.
Yep. And yeah, I'm not deep into the story, so I don't know if there's going to be that element that you were speaking about, Soldier, where the 1% is controlling everything. Maybe that's their way of populating or controlling population type thing, because there is a part in the story where they say it's synthetic and
it was
created by man. So,
spoiler alert.
Well, are you doing the echoes? Are you reading the echoes that you find on the ground?
Yeah, when I get to them,
they're sad. Some of them are real sad.
Oh yeah. Some of them are like, wow, that's fucked up.
People being torched and shit.
Yeah, and it's creepy too because you can scan over their little shade. What do they call it? The shade figure of them, and it'll say like father of 3, and then beside it says deceased. And it's but it's audio of him talking like, I'm gonna get home, don't worry, I'm gonna be okay, and then beside it says deceased.
Very reminiscent of 9/11 and stuff like that, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys see the Statue of Liberty?
No.
I couldn't find it.
It's in the.
You gotta head south. But if you're stopped at the Flatiron, you can't make it to the Statue of Liberty.
No, you can't.
South of that. Yeah.
Well,
You can't.
DLC, Jay, I did not buy the season pass day one. I pre-ordered from Best Buy, and they said, "Hey, do you want to buy the season pass? $30." I'm like, "Nah, let me play it and see, how I feel." 5 days later, I went back to Best Buy and bought the season pass, $30. Yeah,
I'm
that's
about
how
to
much
buy
I
it
like
too.
it. That's how much I like it. And I'll tell you this: people that love Destiny or even like Destiny are gonna really like this game a lot.
It's very addicting. I'll tell you that, because same way with Destiny, you want to find great loot, you want to level up your character, you want to find all these nice clothes or uniforms to look different. And then of course there's a story element, which Destiny didn't have. So you have the story.
It had a story.
Multiplayer, I haven't tried it yet. I do like the fact that somebody put a meme, the Jordan face of him crying.
Yeah.
They put a meme of like his eyes, like looking halfway out, and they said, "This is me when I find cool gear at Dark Zone, and I don't want nobody to see me," or something like that. So I guess that adds a element of fear that you can't control, because you don't know when somebody's going to come at you, and that's a great element to have, where you don't know at any given moment who's going to turn on you, or when somebody's going to just come up and bum rush you.
Well,
got
you're gonna
it.
eventually
Those
have
stories.
you're gonna have dudes farming other dudes eventually. Gangs.
Yes. Matt, there were people in the beta that once they got into the Dark Zone, they never left the whole time.
Wow.
They just stayed in there. And there's already people that are starting to just roll in the Dark Zone and just stay in there. That's all they're doing.
I
They just
haven't
went
tried
rogue.
it yet.
I
I
can
got a
see
little
why,
funny
though. That's
story,
what it's like.
Jay, about the Dark Zone. It's kind of funny.
Go
It's
ahead.
fun.
Me, Groove, and Nick went in, and I was in a few times, and it was their first time in, so we were popping their cherry. Or maybe it wasn't Nick. And it was two other
It
people.
was either Bobby,
And-
Robbie, Ricky, or Mike.
Or
One of those guys.
Stones.
Yeah, maybe it was Dio. I don't know.
And if you like a girl, who cares who they like?
All right, so we're in the Dark Zone. I'm telling the guys, don't shoot. Aim first, then shoot. And I explain to them, if there's a purple bar above them, that's a bot, and friendlies won't have anything, and bad guys are gonna have like a little red skull. So these three dudes came in front of us, and we all of a sudden we all pointed our guns at each other, and we're all screaming like, "Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!" And then I'm like, "Okay, I'll be cool with these guys." I walked up to them, and now they're still pointing their guns at me, right?
Yeah.
So I waved at them, like surrender. They all fucking shot me.
Nice.
So you get
Wait, so can you all hear each other in the game?
Yes.
This
that's
game has
fucking
some of the
cool. Oh, you
best
could.
voice chat ever. Like, when you use party chat, it's crystal clear, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, if you use game chat in this game, which is what they want you to do, it's probably about 98% as clear as the party chat is. But
You can barely
there's-
tell.
Yeah, and then plus there's what do they call that? Proximity chat. So if you run into other randoms, you can hear them talking like, "We should kill this dude," and then you're like, "No, wait, dude, I'm cool."
only
I
way
could
they won't
picture
hear
them.
you
I could
If they're in a
picture.
party.
I
If
could
they're in a
pic-
party, they
I
won't
could
hear you.
picture the guy shooting down golf, and then everybody else just walking away. Like,
Yeah, Dio. and
that's what he
fucking
gets for.
Nick
No,
running.
they got killed too. They murdered
Oh,
all.
really?
of them. But I went up and was like, "Hey, I'll talk to these guys," And nope, they fucking shot me down, man.
How many people are allowed on one server?
I think it's 32 in the Dark Zone.
Wow.
But I
Per
mean, there's a
team is
shitload
4,
of people
right?
when you go to
And
safe houses.
You can only take 3 or 4 with you, or how many
Four.
can be in your party?
Four.
4?
4, yeah.
That's cool though. What's the minimum? Minimum
I go
level.
in by myself a lot. And
Yeah, you can roll by yourself in the Dark
dangerous.
Zone.
It's
No, I
dangerous.
mean minimum level. Like your level. What does it have to be in order for you to
10.
finally? Okay.
10. 10 will unlock the Dark Zone, and then you can go in and rank up separately your Dark Zone.
Are there like 4-man assaults? Like I know there's not an end game raid, but is there like 4-mans? Like
Yeah,
dungeons?
there's
It's just
story
missions.
missions.
It's just missions.
missions.
And a lot of the missions are repetitive. Like you're doing the same thing over and over again. It's just it's just like an MMO. Any MMO is going to be grinding, but I think this is different enough that it's going to stand out.
You can
Yeah.
take those weapons from the Dark Zone into the single player?
Yes, and the
There-
and the armor.
There is one thing that's different than a Destiny soldier. Like, remember how you used to farm in circles on the map? Go to
Yep,
this chest.
collecting
next
spin
chest.
metal.
Yeah, and you go through this, open this chest, go back around, come back and open that same chest.
Yeah.
Once you open like a high level chest, that's it. Even if you
Gone.
come back in with your friends, they can open it, but you can't.
But that weapon you collect at level 10 can level up with you as you level up in the game.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one thing earlier. You guys talked about like I'm I'm a Destiny lover, but I'm not a Destiny protector. You know, if you guys say shit about it, and that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I'll tell you this: I've been playing single player on Division. I'm level 5, and I'm not drawn in the single player as much as I was in Destiny. Like in Destiny, I didn't want nobody bothering me. I wanted to play, even though you say it doesn't have a single story. I still felt like I was having more fun playing Destiny by myself. And the game, Destiny by yourself is a fun game. Destiny with people is a great game. Division by yourself is mediocre, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
really?
feel really lonely.
Yeah, I
You're by
kind of
yourself.
agree there. I
See,
kind of agree.
that could be a problem. for
It's
the game.
definitely better with friends.
And
Well,
of course,
most games are.
Division with friends makes it a lot better. But Division by yourself, I can play maybe 20, 30 minutes at a time. Then I'm like, you know what? I got to take a break because I'm done with this. Because you just run around like you said earlier, shooting people and not really going to the dark because I haven't unlocked it yet. But I feel like I get bored and there's a lot of layers to it that I don't fully understand yet, and I don't want to make the wrong decisions. And so basically, I just run around shooting motherfuckers right now. I'm by myself.
All right, I'll give you some tips.
Thank you. That's what
All
we
right,
need.
when you're ranking up, if you want to get that 10% boost in XP, and to do that, I believe you need to upgrade the security wing first.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Derek?
Yeah, upgrade your security wing and then upgrade your medical. Work
Started
those
with
two the
medical
most.
first, and I've been
But
fucking
do the
pumping-
security first because you'll get that 10% XP bonus.
Now, what they're talking about, Neff, is like there's like I guess they call it Sarah, but it's like a FEMA type of fucking organization, I guess. I don't know. But it's based in one of the hospitals, and in this hospital, there's like 3 different lobbies you can go for: your security firm, your medical firm, and your intelligence firm. And you have to start them up from the ground level. Like you have to rescue the person that's in charge of it, and you have to fucking collect material to upgrade it. So I started by doing the medical stuff first. And right now I've been like dumping all my money and everything. Like I've been doing all the green missions, which are the medical missions.
You're doing the blue ones.
Yes, yeah. I didn't start that mission yet.
Yeah, you
Avoid
gotta
the
do blue ones.
$1,000 ones, soldier. Like you'll see that they're the ones that like it's 1,000 points or whatever in there.
Yeah.
Just work those $500 and $200 ones first. I'll leave that $1,000 one for the end.
Okay.
Actually,
otherwise
I ranked up the 1,000 first.
Yeah, so did I.
Oh.
See, I
did.
didn't. I passed it because like mine are like 80, 60, 80 or 80, 60, 80. Yeah. On mine.
Another
And I'm
thing, Lewis, don't buy anything until you're level 15.
What is that?
Just because you're wasting your resources.
Oh, buy from the weapons guys, you mean?
Yeah, like don't buy
You
anything.
haven't bought shit from them. All this shit's
Yeah,
been
don't buy anything
underpowered.
to your level 15, and don't sell anything. Just dismantle stuff because you're gonna need materials because you're gonna get blueprints for stuff. And your best bet to rank up is hook up with people that have higher level and let them carry you through shit.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
took a friend from level 2 last night to level 4. Oh, actually 15.
Nice.
In about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Damn.
And that's
Yeah.
there's matchmaking F too. So
Oh, that's PvP, right? Well, Darkson.
Yeah,
like,
that
you can do
was.
matchmaking in the single player.
Yeah, you can play with up to 4 people in the quote unquote single player.
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
For specific bosses, missions, or just
Yeah,
overall?
to start
Yep.
story like specific mission like the hostage rescue at Madison Square Garden or whatever.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Also,
Yeah.
yeah, those are like those are like strikes.
Exactly, like Strikes in Destiny.
That was
Yeah, I
a-
gotta
that
go.
was a- okay.
I want to say one more thing before I leave. I really liked what they did with the world, having it at Christmas time with the snow. I think that was brilliant. I really
Yeah.
do. I think it just
that-
makes everything just so like lifelike. Like the city is alive, even though you're in a so-called post-apocalyptic world. Just seeing the lights, the snow, it's just I love it. I love that they did it winter.
I think Neff, you're gonna love this, dude. I was running around, there were civilians everywhere, they're just like fighting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick this boy up. Yeah.